Oh no, that is not good. Just broke the bolt off. Well, hello there and welcome back to another video. So there are a number of jobs we've got to take care of today. While the weather is not raining, we're going to try and take some of the body kit off, the wing kit, and just show you what we're going to be doing. So as you can see, all this this is pretty rusted and corroded. The other side's nice and neat because we had to buy a new wind deflector for it. So we're going to try and take this off and clean these brackets up and get that looking a bit better, because yeah, cosmetically it doesn't look as good as the other side. I'll show you the other side. Yeah, see, as you can see, this side looks pretty good. Obviously in the last episode we had the air horns disaster and also the train horn. It did work, but unfortunately one of the solenoids for one of the horns wasn't working, so we've had to send that back. But we are going to order the same one again, just as a replacement, identical, and hopefully both of them will work and we can mount that on the truck. All the pipe and wiring's here ready, we've just got to wire it and pipe it up. So we'll get on with that wing kit shortly. But the other thing we've got to do today and try and get shaped up is the dirt bar housing for the Susie connections and also the Cummins logo, which is going to sit inside there. So we're going to try and measure that out, get it cut to size. We've also welded this bracket. Problem I found with it is holding the bolts on the inside of the locker while I put on the nuts the other side. It was hard to hold one side and do the other. So what I've done is I've actually welded the bolts to the plate. So when I put this in, all I've got to do is bolt the horns on. So the other thing we did yesterday while we had the cab up was we put this under seal body Amorite stuff on, which is really good. It's going to try and protect all the underside of the truck from future rust and corrosion. Now I know a lot of you said, well Dazzer, what about the welding that needs doing? Yes, it does need looking at in the future, but obviously for now, just to protect the bits that are good, I've put some of that body seal on, and hopefully that'll protect it. And also it was getting it done while these train horns was off as well, so I made use of the time and got that done. Right, well let's crack on with this and try and get this body work down. I'll loose the cab back down and we'll try and get that wing kit off before it rains, because it is look like it's going to belt it down in a minute. So the first thing we're going to try and do before it gets raining is try and get some stuff on these bolts. I don't think it's going to do much, to be fair, but we can only try. Right, let's try and get a impact on that straight away. See if we can at least loosen these bolts off. The rain's come. Ah, damn it. That's knackered that for a minute. Damn it. So what can we do in the meantime? Let's bring our bracket out of it. So in the meantime, we can clean this up and give that a bit of a paint. That's something we can do. We're not going to do much out there at the minute. It's got that seal on it again. They all seem to be doing this now. Got like a seal on the inside to stop the cam being pressed. It's a good idea. just keep forgetting to do it. There we go. Right, we'll let that go off, and then give that a black over the top. Wow, that was hellishly corroded, but it's off. See if we can get this one loose. Oh no, that is not good. Just broke the bolt off. Look at that, it's just sheared it off completely. I was afraid of this. This is what I was afraid of. Oh, thank God for that one's come off. Oh, Jesus wept. Oh, dear. Dear. This might be another grinder job. There she blows. Whew. Jesus Christ. Right, at least it's loose from that one now. At least that one's come out. That's a blessing. There we go. That's that bracket off. And look at the muck behind it. 20 years of muck will do. Got a little adapter for these, so. All the gear, no idea. Let's try the bottom one first. Nope. These are not budging. Damn it! Hey! Oh, hey, that one's come out. Sweet. And then we'll go to number 3 if required. Well, that one doesn't need any idea, any. Huh. Brilliant. On this one, hopefully, the same. Yes. These, yeah, look, these are less corroded, look. These are less corroded, so that's really, really good. Well, that one was a piece of cake. There we go. It's off. This is where I need 3 arms. Right, okay, so apart from this little rust patch here, all that will clean up real nice. There's not really any corrosion other than that bit at the bottom there, which is probably typical of the way the Foden gets it. These holes will clean up nice as well, and no bust off bolts, thank God. So yeah, but the actual deflector is another matter. Yeah, I have to try and get these brackets off and see what we can do there, because obviously that one's broken off and that one's broken off, so I don't know about that. Don't know what I'm going to be able to do. We'll have to get it off and see if there's some sort of gluing compound that we can use to glue a bolt on there. I obviously use something on these wind deflectors, because you can see there's a sort of adhesive squidged there. So if you do know, let me know in the comments what adhesive they used on these. I'm sure it's some sort of strong adhesive, but yeah, I could do with knowing, so I can reattach another bolt. I mean, that one's all right. Hopefully I can get this one off without any issues. Hopefully I can get that one off without any issues, and hopefully I can get that one off without any issues. But yeah, there's at least two that need re-gluing. Yeah, so we've got all the remaining bolts and nuts out and everything, so nothing's in the way anymore. Just use that one up here just to get the worst of it off. Yeah, thank God none of those broke off. Right, we need to allow that to dry, but as you can see, that's cleaned up pretty good. I'm actually really pleased with how that is on the truck. You know, obviously we've got this bit of this corrosion here we need to take care of. There's a bit of a hole there, we'll clip with some body filler, but we'll get that rust converter on that, and these are the patches that have got rust on. But all in all, to be fair, I'm pretty pleased. And as you can see on the inside of the channel, there's no rust at all. Not even where this rust patch is here is there any on the inside, which is I'm very surprised about. So that's cleaned up real nice. So we'll leave that now and we'll go back inside and try and look at this wind deflector. That's the problem bit. Yeah, this could be an issue, this wind deflector with these bolts. And we're going to try our best to get these off without breaking them. One thing we could do is clean off the threads. That might help it a bit, so let's do that. Right, now we clean those off, let's give them a spray of old WD penetrant and see if we can shift them without breaking them off. Screen behind this bracket, maybe it can get through. Right, as we're letting that soak with the WD, I thought we'd give this bracket a bit of a spray, get that tidied away. We don't need to look amazing, but we just want to stop any corrosion in that locker. There we go. So when we get our train horns through, we can put those on with the bracket. Right, these have had a minute to soak. Let's see if we can get these ones off without breaking them. Yes, that one's come off. Thank you. Two down. Gonna make it 3 in a row. Yes. Maybe with hindsight I should have done that in the first place. Maybe those ones wouldn't have broken off, but they have. It's too late now, I can't do much about that. We're gonna have to try and find a solution for that. Right, we're going to sort through all these nuts and bolts now. These are the ones that are most important. Those can be reused. So should have 6 of those. So we've got to clean these bolts up. Now what I was thinking of doing was clamping the drill in the vise. And then when we put the battery in, it should come on. Which way is it? There we are. So hold it with some pliers. And then they shoot off over there. Right, well I just cleaned those bolts up off camera. I didn't want to bore you to tears with me cleaning every single bolt off. So they've had a bit of a soak in some oil in a jar. We'll get them out now and dry them off with some tissue and see how they look. Nice little mess there now. Oh, they look good. I think my little cleaning devices work really well. Wow, look at those. Almost look brand new. Some of them have got a bit of paint still on them and stuff, but yeah, I mean the thread is the most important part to clean up. Bit of paint on that washer, but that's alright. Yeah, those have cleaned up really nice, and we'll put those back in the holes on the truck while we're sorting out the wind deflector and all the brackets. Those holes don't get rusted up. Yeah, so we'll put these back in here for now, and I have greased up the holes already. Right, so just as we're doing repairs to the wind deflector and the brackets, we'll leave these in to stop any corrosion in those holes. I'm sure it'll be fine anyway, but better to be safe and put them back in for now, just with a bit of silicone grease as well. Lovely job. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it on the time lapse there how rusty it was, but definitely good to have the mask on. The dust that was spraying off it from all that rust was not good. Anyway, right, we'll go and put a bit of that on the truck as well. Alright, now that's dry. Let's get a bit of this on there as well, hopefully. Stuff will work good on here as well. Just cake it on. Well, everything's obviously wet, but the rain has stopped and it's actually gone quite pleasant now. So we'll continue our day of taking things to bits, because if you remember in the last episode I was cutting cornflake boxes. I was using that as a template for this this thing in between the mud guards, which are going to replace. So I'm going to try and get these off, get the lights off, and just terminate those for now, so we don't have any shorts or anything when we try and start her up and things like that. So we should get all that done, and we'll give Nick these to make some nice ones out of the dirt bar. Let's get them off. Jesus, look how corroded that is. My lord. Yeah, I'm so glad I've done this and replaced these, because this is desperately needs a clean up. In fact, there's a big hole in that one. Ah, damn it. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, look how much corrosion has come off there. Might be worth just cutting them off down here, buying a new piece of this, and then just welding a plate across it all. Maybe take it a bit further up, because up here it's pretty solid. It might be right to leave a bit on, buy this section, or buy a block section of it, and then just cut both sides. It's so annoying though. It just means more welding and attaching bits, but I might as well do it now while I've got all the stuff off. It's disappointing, that is disappointing. Yeah, what we should do with these is replace these with the Dazzer and get my painting skills on it, and yeah, getting to make these replica in the Dazzer with the sides out of the cornflake boxes. Yeah, and that will then finish that off. Right, we're going to carry on with the Dazzer section now for the box frame. Let's cut that out to size. There we go. So that's how it's meant to look. What we've also got to try and do is mark out where the Cummins logo is going to go. The hole for that. So we'll offer it into position and try and mark it out. Yep, I think that's it. I think I've got it. Let's see, shall we? Yeah. Obviously the Cummins logo will be up against this Dazzer flat, so there's going to be no gap or anything. It's just it hasn't pulled it right up. But that's spot on. Well, as you can see, it's dark. Getting there. I've only got the house lights on me. That is on there. So basically you can gauge the sort of look I'm going for when it's at night, with the red glow from the Cummins logo. I think that looks pretty smart, to be fair. Obviously I've got to install all the lights, that's just with a LED behind there that I've put in. I use as a word light, so. But obviously I'm going to put red lights around the outside of the box unit as well, so with all those on there and with that Cummins logo shining red, I think it's going to look pretty smart. Really, really good. Anyway guys, that'll about do it for this week's episode. Thank you very much for joining me. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe, and turn on notifications as well, and make a comment down below how we think the project's getting on. Thanks very much, and we'll see you next time.